All right, I'm here finally. Sorry. All right. I posted everything, so I'll go over. Or welcome back to Crystal Unfiltered Tarot. My name is Crystal. I am a clairvoyant, clairaudient, psychic, and intuitive tarot reader. And tonight is question and answer. So any burning questions that you have that you want to know, you have different choices. So yes, no. The $5 can be for anybody, not just new people. The yes no is $10. It's a pendulum plus a regular answer of yes or no with 5 cards with detail. So if you don't have a lot to spend, if you can put your question into a yes or no question, that might be good for new people coming in. And then regulars or any other questions. So, like, for example, hi B. Oh, nice. Where are you going? So, for any other questions that are not going to end in just a yes or no, um, for example, is so and so, does so and so still have feelings for me? What are their intentions? Am I going to get back together with an ex? What's my future love life? What do you see for August for me coming in? It could be financial, it could be love, relationship, it could be health, timing, basically anything you can think of. Okay, where are you going, girl? It's still light where you are. I'm just on my way home. Nowhere exciting. Oh, okay. That's cool. If you come on here often, I'll end up making you a moderator if you want to be one. I love moderating for like the people that I do because they're super. I think that like everybody knows who Tyler is. There can't be a way that you don't. But I really love this other one that I do as well. I'm not gonna put their full names out there, but they have super successful channels. Very cool dudes. And then there's a girl that I really like. But I'm not a moderator for her. Oh my god. So I think that I dislocated my thumb. You would be honored. Sometimes I miss you though because of the time zones. Oh, what time zone are you in? Like for me it's only 6:25. You don't have to say what state you live in or anything like that. But what time zone are you in? So I'm Pacific Standard Time. Obviously, it's 2:25 a.m. now where I live. Oh, you're in a different country then. Holy cow. How exciting. B, well, we wait for people to come in. If you want to think of a yes/no question. I did write you, B, the first day that you bought a question. You're in CST right now, I think. It's 9:25. So that would be Eastern. Oh, you live in the UK? Oh my god, I love. Do you ever watch a show called 90 Day Fiancé? They have a lot of people from the UK. I love people with accents. Oh my god. But yeah, I tried messaging you through like I forget if you paid through PayPal or wherever you paid. And I wrote you, but you might not have seen it. But you should take down my email address and message me so I could give you my phone number. I don't usually do that, but I feel like we kind of like bonded by now. Yes, love that show. I want to go on it and get my green card. Yeah, and come be with me in California. Sunny California. I'm at the very bottom of California. Dude, that's so cool. We got to get you a man out here then. I love every spinoff, everything to do with the 90-day franchise. It just keeps getting better and better. Yeah, I'll write you a message. Yeah, like, whoo, sorry, there's like a hair on my face. Yes, I am a 20-minute drive into Mexico. Crazy, right? Yay, USA. I would love an American man. Dude, do you want like a typical American guy? Man, who do I know? I see. I want you to send me a message on my email so I could give you my phone number, and then because there's more stuff I want to say that I don't want to say out loud for like trolls to like know my private stuff information, but um yeah, like I'll want to ask you like some questions that are in my mind right now that I'm not going to say. So you said you're in, was it Central? So it's Central 2 hours, I think, right? Yeah, sure. I get it. I'll email you. Okay, cool. And just in the email, B, you could just write like in all caps, like this is B, so that I know because I get so many. Like somebody came in when I first started 6.5 years ago. And they were a troll, and I don't know how they did it, but somehow just through my email, like ever since then, I have like 100 texts a day, like no joke. So I barely look at my email, but uh, if I know something's coming in, I will. All right, guys, get your questions in. Oh, I was saying, so we have the $5 for just a pendulum, yes or no swing. Um, $10 for a yes or no question, but you get detail and a 5 card draw with the tarot cards. The $20 is a regular. Okay, cool. Is a regular question, so whatever that is. I said some examples earlier. They're just regular questions that you get a good amount of time of a reading. And then the extended is just more time, especially if you're asking about some like what's going to come in the next 6 months, something that's going to take longer, or if you're looking like sometimes people do like a part one and a part two and like ask it together. So an example of that is asking an in-depth regular question and then adding timing. Like when do you see this happening? If it's a yes, that would be a $30 question. Where are my friends? Okay. I'm like thinking of Miley Cyrus is coming to my mind right now. Oh my god, I love her. I have a story about meeting her when my daughter was 5 years old. She was either 5 or 6. I remember she was wearing a pink skirt and a white shirt, and me and her dad went to where Miley Cyrus, aka, what was her name again? Oh my god, my cognitive is off. Thank you, my roommate. Thank you, Hannah Montana. I love when people answer what I can't get out. That's awesome. Hannah Montana. So Hannah Montana was like my daughter's like idol. And so we got there. It was in the dead of summer. The heat was horrible. Everybody had umbrellas except for us, and I'm sure some other people. The line was like, we saw the limo come in, and she like stood up and like waved to everybody, and we were like, oh my god, fangirling. Um, well, familying. And so, anyways, we were standing there for 5 hours. There was it was getting to the end. There was only probably 20 people behind us. And all of a sudden the what do you call them? The not bouncer, but like the I don't know, the ones that protect her. Security. There you go, security. Security comes out and they're like, yeah, they're like, sorry, but Miley is very, very tired. It's been a long, long day. You know, you were supposed to be able to just walk up to where she was, say hi. She would ask you your name. So my daughter would say her name, and then she would, sign it and a little message, and then you got to take a quick little photo, and that's it. Like you didn't get the photo there, but you could take one. And back then, this is 20 years ago, so we were using like the the throwaway cameras, the disposable cameras. So I had no idea. So I'm holding the camera, and the plan was originally that I would walk up with my daughter, because one, like the child had to be accompanied with the child. So at first it was supposed to be I was gonna walk up there with her, and then we switched it. My ex-husband, I said, you have to go up there, which I really wanted to meet her so bad, but I didn't trust that he could get a good picture. And so anyways, they were like, put your cameras away. If we see any cameras, you're out of here. And I'm like, I got this. So I see them walking up, and then her dad like stands to the side, and she's standing there, and all of a sudden I took my camera out really fast, and I'm just like click, 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 click. And all of a sudden two, and back then I was like very a lot smaller, like skinny. And these two huge security people pick me up together and carry me out of there. But I got amazing pictures. And number two, the best thing ever is that when my daughter, I'm making sure I'm not saying names, but she comes out and my ex-husband comes out, and I'm like, they were like, did you get it? And I'm like, I think I did. Like I tried. It took a bunch of pictures. Hopefully it wasn't all blurry. And then she's like, Mom, do you know what she asked me? Swear to God, two huge guys pick me up and like both of them carrying me out of there, like in the air, like not just like not just like walking me out. I'm like being carried out by security and only me, right? Like you'll start to know my personality. Um, I'm crazy. So so it's like anything for my kid and she goes, "Mom, so when I was up there, I guess she goes, you know what Miley asked me?" I'm like, "What?" She goes, "Is that your mom?" And my daughter turns around and goes, "Yep, that's her." Yep, like I remember that forever. Yeah, that's gonna be my mom for sure. At least I couldn't like take my camera away. But the sad part, B, is that I got the pictures developed. It was 20 years ago. 25. Thank you. Thank you. 25. Um, I appreciate that. I stay out of the sun my whole life. Um, but so I get the pictures done. We're like waiting to see if we at least get one. And we got great ones. I like bought a huge picture frame, put them all in there, and then eventually over the years bounced around moving. It ended up with all of my other stuff in a storage. And then I was in a financial like crisis. And so the storage kept I didn't pay it. So eventually they auctioned off every picture I ever had, every clothing, every anything you can think of. My entire life gone with what, and I only lived with like what I had in my car, could fit in a car. All right, what is going on? People come on in. B, think it is very sad. It is so sad. I think about it all the time. I remember the pictures so clearly and then like all of my other pictures. And then I like started to picture like whoever bought the my auctioned storage, like if I was that person and I saw that there were pictures, in boxes, like tons of like pictures, I as a human being would not be able to like be okay with myself. I would be like going to the storage place and saying, I know you won't give me the information of the person whose storage I bought, but here's all of her pictures. I hope that you will communicate and get them to her. Like, I could not be okay with that, you know? Oh, but think of a yes or no question, B, and post it. I'm not going to stay on long if nobody's coming on. It's okay. Well, I find love this year. Okay, I like that. All right, Jeremiah and Samantha, please come into this yes or no question. For B, her question is, will she find love this year, 2025? I see 20. I see like, see, this is why like I want to ask your age and you don't have to answer it here. That's why I said to email me. Because I keep seeing what like an I keep seeing that you're a lot younger than me is what it feels like. Um, but then you're like super mature. So that's why I'm like, whatever. Okay, so you were asking about a different guy. We're probably a similar age. Oh, okay. Okay. I'm like, because you're super mature, and like at peace. Your energy is very like confident, experienced, but then like you also have this young, which like I think we are kind of similar. We have a young like spirit and personality. Like I know I act like I'm a teenager sometimes. Yes. I'm old with a young soul. Yes. I'm loving that. So I'm seeing that like okay, if the guy that you asked questions about, if you ever had to question if he would cheat on you or lie to you, manipulate you, you've got to put that to rest before you'll find your forever person. I keep seeing like 2026 going in to 2027 is when you're going to meet like the one. As far as will you find love, uh, that is more general, right? So let's see if you find somebody, some love, because find will I find love this year doesn't mean it has to be your forever person. Maybe you'll meet somebody else that you'll date in the meantime. So let's just first I'll just ask spirit, Jeremiah, will be find love this year 2025? Yeah, so somebody is gonna come in. Somebody is gonna come in, but I feel like it's gonna go slow, and I think that you're gonna want more of something serious. So I don't really see the person that you start dating being the one. Yeah, for sure. I couldn't think of a question on the spot. No, it's perfect. Could be platonic love. Yeah, I definitely see an energy of a male coming in. Uh but I see it, yeah, they're like slow movement. Slow movement. So maybe you guys start out as friends. Their spirit is saying to look for red flags. Don't get caught in a situation that you did in the past. Um they're saying you still need a little bit of healing, and you're on your journey of discovery, and eventually though I could tell you you won't be alone. That's a good thing. That when you're totally ready it will come in, because I see you very very serious with somebody at the end of 2026 going into 2027, which means you meet that person between now and next year, because by that time you are super serious. So it could take a year. I do kind of feel like, let me ask this real quick. I mean, it's a possibility, right? There's a possibility. Is could, no, I'm not going to say could because then that's up for speculation. Will the person that B meets and slowly becomes friends with, starts dating, be the person that I see her ending up with? See? Oh my god. Oh my god, did you see that? But I didn't pull any cards. I went off of what I'm seeing, the visions that I'm seeing. So you are going to have a lifelong companion. Um, you won't be forever alone. I always say that. I'm forever alone. Started moving really quick. Is that a yes or no? Huh? What? Oh, it's a no.